What's going on, everyone? My name is Scorpion, coach of the L.E.A.F agents, and welcome to Battle Hub Draft League Season 7, Week 1. We're at the dawn of a new season, of course, and I'm very excited to try and get our road to the playoffs secured, as we're going to be going into our Week 1 battle here, going up against Zach Mander, Draft League veteran, but BHDL newcomer and coach of the Canadian Ceruledges. I'll be quickly walking you guys through what the matchup's going to be looking like. We're going to do a little team builder section as well, and the battle itself will follow. But if you're only here for the Wi-Fi battle itself, there is always a timestamp for it in the description down below. If you guys are new to the channel, do be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here, if you enjoy the Draft League content. We're of course going to have many new battles coming your way, and I do really hope you enjoy the ride. With that being said, thank you for watching, and let's jump right into it. In case you guys missed the draft analysis, our team consists of Urshifu Single Strike, Lander Asterion, Terra Iron Crown, Cyclizar, Terra Diancie, Gengar, Vaporeon, Entei, Rodamo, and MIENSHAO. Well, for this week, our opponent's roster consists of Zamazenta Crowned, Deoxys Speed, Terra Gliscor, Ogerpon Cornerstone, Blastoise, Ginyu, Regidrago, Terra Rotom, Terra Swalot, and Wigglytuff. The biggest threats of my opponent's team is easily his top 6. Zamazenta Crowned and Deoxys Speed exert insane offensive pressure and also support each other potentially really well. A dual dance Terra Gliscor set could also be very threatening, and Blastoise can be quite unpredictable with both defensive and Shell Smash variants. Even if one of the top 6 is missing, a Dragon Dance Regidrago late game could also potentially be very scary, as Diancie is also tasked to deal with Ginyu. Overall, I'm expecting in this matchup to be facing down Deoxys Speed, Zamazenta Crowned, Terra Fairy Gliscor, Ogerpon Cornerstone, Blastoise, and Ginyu. With that being said, let's have a look at the team that we're bringing to take these guys on. Alright y'all, so welcome to the weekly team building section for Battle Hub Draft League Season 7. Unfortunately, due to my IRL happenings, I no longer have the ability to make the visuals that I was used to, but I'd still love to just kind of show you guys my team, what I'm cooking with for the week, and what we are running and why we are bringing it, as a fun little insight to create some extra content alongside the league. Of course, if you do want to skip this, there is always a timestamp in the description down below, but I promise it'll be fast and quick, so as I kind of like to do it. So yeah, quick fire round, we're on Showdown, and I'm going to show you guys what we've got. So, Week 1, obviously we are going against Zach Mander. I didn't think I showed you guys in the preview screen already what the matchup's like, but let's break the team down. So, first of all, we got our round 1 pick, obviously Urshifu Single Strike. We are running Wicked Blow, Close Combat, Taunt, and Sucker Punch. We're rocking our black glasses this week, 16 EVs in HP, max attack EVs, and 240 in speed with a Jolly nature. With this speed EVs, we are speed creeping, of course, Jolly Gliscor. We want to make sure that we are fast in that always. Now the black glasses is key here. The black glasses together with Wicked Blow actually allow us to Twig KO Blastoise, even defensive variants upon switching if we get one Spike Up or Rocks, which is really nice. And it also, most importantly, allows us to get a stronger Sucker Punch against his offensive team, as well as the crucial Twig KO on offensive Poison Heal Gliscor variants. So there's some very crucial walls that the black glasses does there. I didn't actually have Chopper Berry on Urshifu to take things like Body Press from Zamazenta and Focus Blast from Deoxys, but these rolls are very crucial, so that's why we're running that. Going to be our main breaker. Of course, we have Sucker Punch as priority, and then we have Taunt to prevent the likes of Gliscor and Regidrago from setting up on us, because I really don't want that to happen, especially if it's the likes of Terra Fairy Gliscor. Next up is going to be Lander Asterion. Of course, we're going to be running with a pretty standard set this week. This is going to be our dedicated Zamazenta Crown check. We've got Earth Power, Stealth Rock, Taunt, U-Turn with the Rocky Helmet, 148 EVs in HP, 176 in defense, and 184 speed, again with a Timid nature. Running Earth Power, of course, to hit Zamazenta on its unboosted special side, because of course Dauntless Shield softens hits on the physical side. We've got Stealth Rock for some hazards, Taunt once more, again to prevent set up Gliscor and Regidrago and Shell Smash Blastoise to set up on us. And U-turn to get out and regain some momentum. With this specific EV spread, we are speed creeping Adamant Gliscor, which I think with like agility variants or dual dance variants is going to be very crucial. I don't think there's a reason to really run Jolly in this matchup. I just didn't want to risk it with Urshifu. And then this specific combination of 148 and 176 EVs in both HP and defense make us very favored to live a heavy slam into Ice Fan combination from Zamazenta Crown, assuming it's max attack, because I think that's the best way it can counterplay Lando. So that's kind of the best way that I could do it, while also still minimizing damage we take, for example, from Ogerpon Cornerstone if we need an emergency switch into that. Next is going to be Diancie, our Esmeralda over here, the only Pokemon that I do not have the Mortal Kombat nickname theme on. The reason why I did that is because I still have an original shiny Diancie that I still have on my original Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire file, which I got from the GTS, which is very sort of emotionally special to me. And that one is nicknamed Esmeralda as well, so that's kind of why I wanted to run this nickname. In case you're wondering, Esmeralda, who's that Mortal Kombat character? Anyway, nicknames aside, we're running a very bulky set this week on Diancie as well. We're running Moonblast, SparX, Encore, and Baton Pass. Leftovers, of course, is the item. 252 in HP, 92 in defense, 4 in special attack, and 160 in special defense. What this EV spread does for us is, first of all, the combination of max HP and 92 defense EVs with the Bold Nature allows us to always comfortably live a +2 Regidrago Earthquake with Adamant Nature after Rock. So it allows us to sort of get that thing chipped down with Moonblast. That's of course our only attacking move, because Fairy is really good in the Zackmander's team. We also have 160 special defense EVs, because this way we can always avoid the Tuikeo from a Chiyu that is running Ruination into Overheat. Of course, the Leftovers helps out with that a lot as well. And then last but not least, of course, Diancie is our secondary Terra Captain. I'm running Terra Ghost this week, not expecting to Terra Diancie, because obviously you can see Iron Crowns on the team as well, but I just decided to run Terra Ghost in order to maybe block a spin from Diancie, Blastoise, and also potentially, if we really need to, as an emergency button against an Iron Defense body press that was into Crown. That's why we're running that. Next up is going to be Iron Crown, of course, Shao Kahn. This is going to be our win condition. We are running a nice dual down set on Iron Crown this week, running Tachyon Kata, Terra Blast, Ground. I'll explain why we have that in a minute. Agility and Calm Mind. Max HP, 132 in special attack with Modest Nature, and 124 speed EVs. With this speed investment, we can outspeed a Scarfed Chiyu and above, I think, at +2. Of course, Deoxys speed, I'm not expecting to be Scarf, and Zalman's Crown can't be Scarfed, so Chiyu is kind of naturally the next to this thing. No, actually, Joe, this is speed creeping +1 Ogerpon, excuse me. I wanted to make sure that I could outspeed an Agility, Trailblaze Ogerpon. So that's why that's there. I decided to run Max HP, because that's actually a very sort of easy but crucial way that we can live certain hits to activate our weakness policy, because there's actually not much priority on the team, and max HP actually allows us to, for example, live a max attack Adamant Gliscor and trigger our weakness policy. My opponent has a lot of ways in which like a lot of positions in which he's forced to hit me super effectively, so that's why I kind of wanted to run the weakness policy. And if the weakness policy does trigger and we get an agility up, that's basically just game, right? However, even if the weakness policy doesn't trigger, we actually do have a lot of separate setup opportunities against this team as well. For example, with Terra Ground, we can pretty comfortably set up on any Chiyu that isn't SparX, and even SparX Chiyu we can pretty somewhat reliably do as long as we set up agility beforehand. Because obviously we have Terra Ground to be neutral to its attacks. We can also set up on Blastoise, and we can even like Terra Ground on a potential flip turn to trigger our weakness policy as well, right? Which is really nice. And it also allows us to, for example, when Deoxys Speed is forced to hit us with either Knockoff or Shadow Ball, it's also going to be forced to trigger my weakness policy. I did a couple mocks at this set, and it basically smoked my opponent every single time. So I'm really think that Iron Crown can pull the win in for us. And as long as we can set up properly and don't choke with it, I think it has a really high shot just winning the game. So really big fan of this Iron Crown set. Again, this is going to be the main Terra target of the game. I don't think we're going to be Terraing Diancie. Next up is going to be Gengar, old Shang Tsung over here, running with a very unorthodox set this week. We are just going to be running the standard set of max special attack, max speed, timid nature. We're running Hex, Thunder Wave, Will-O-Wisp, and Destiny Bond. Now, this is actually going to be our dedicated lead. I did kind of want to lead with MIENSHAO as well, but then I kind of realized Satch Gengar was a little bit safer. This is actually a really good sort of matchup into a lot of his leads. If he learns to lead with a Hazard's lead Gliscor, we can Will-O-Wisp it immediately. If he wants to lead with Ogerpon, we can Will-O-Wisp it immediately. If he wants to lead with Deoxys Speed, we can Thunder Wave it, and most notably, of course, Thunder Wave into Hex will knock it out. Hex is especially crucial as well, as it allows us to get a very big hit off on Gliscor, even if it does get its Poison Orb activated, as a fully offensive Gliscor actually has a chance to just die from full health to a powered up Hex, which is amazing. And fourth move, so we just have a little Destiny Bond to try and catch something off guard. And Gengar also provides the nice little utility, because we have spikes on Diancie and Stealth Rock on Landorus as a way to be a nice little spin blocker, so that's quite nice. So that's going to be Gengar, again our dedicated lead. And then last but not least, we have another potential win con, as well as a great revenge killer this week. She's coming off the bench for the first time to try and prove the haters wrong. We have Scarf MIENSHAO. We're running max stack, max speed, almost with a Jolly Nature. Again, this is outspeeding +1 Ogerpon and below, I believe. leftover 12 EVs and defense for some little priority. We have close combat, knockoff, triple axle, and U-turn with the regenerator ability. Now, this again is very, very important. It gives us another way to revenge kill a Zama Center Crown. Obviously, it's weak to our fighting stab. It gives us a way to revenge kill Scarf Chi-Yu. Being regenerator obviously allows us to give us a little pivot into an Ogre Poncorns or an Ivy Cudgel. Obviously, if we, you know, are at risk of that thing hitting us with a grass move, we obviously won't do it because MIENSHAO is very frail. But an Ivy Cudgel, we can actually take it, obviously force it out. We can also triple axle actually, which is going to be really crucial to one-shot the Ogre Pawn through its sturdy, assuming all of the hits land. And it also gives us another revenge killer for a Dragon Dance Regidrago, as we obviously always outspeed that thing, even if we manage to get a Dragon Dance up. So again, another really great revenge killer there, and if we manage to get Gliscor gone early, then the MIENSHAO can even end game as well. I think that happened a couple times as well while I was still testing the team. Not even necessarily mocks, just testing against other people. But yeah, that was a nice little quick fire round. That's going to be the team for BHDL Week 1. Let me know what you guys think of the team, and I'll see you guys in the battle. Alright y'all, so this is it. The first week of Battle Hub Draft League Season 7 is here. And man, I'm excited. I'm excited to battle Zach Man, the draft veteran, as you guys know. And yeah, we're going to be getting the league started here. We've got our team here. If you guys did skip the pre-battle section, of course, we're going to be going because Zach Man, coach the Canadian Ceruledges. We've got the team right here. And yeah, good luck and have fun to our opponent. I'm very excited for this battle to get the season started. As far as the Pokemon that he brought, so he has Terrafarion Gliscor, which I was expecting, and he's brought Regidrago, no Blastoise, so that's actually very interesting. Most of what I was expecting though, but he did bring the Regidrago and the Chi-Yu, so we're gonna have to keep Diancie a little bit healthy because we do need that for both, obviously. So I'm feeling decent about this match. I'm feeling decently prepared, but I think Zach is definitely a draft veteran that we have to be scared of. I do actually like my MIENSHAO lead as well a lot in this game, but I think the safer lead is actually to go with Gengar instead. I think I like that a little bit more because we have a Focus Sash, right? So might as well use it. And yeah, did I tell him my Terra types? Yep, of course I am Terra Ground on Iron Crown, Terra Ghost on Diancie. Is that our good luck, have funs? Let's get it. Let's hopefully have a good first week. Minute to have fun this season, man. So we're gonna try and have a good time against our first newcomer here. Let's get it. So we're gonna see the Gliscor lead right off rip, which is not what I was expecting. Absolutely not, but that could mean that this thing is hazards. And not necessarily set up. I will try to Will-O-Wisp you. I know you don't have to fear an ice move, obviously, but I think getting this thing status determined would be amazing. And we actually do get it status immediately, which is awesome. So that neutralizes Gliscor right off rip. Let's see if it's hazards. Obviously, if it is going to start hazard stacking me, I don't have Cyclozone with me, which could be a problem. And it goes for Earthquake. Alright, that's fine. It does take me down to about half. And he doesn't get the poison heal now because of that, which is amazing. Let's see, so Gengar against Gliscor, just going to quickly see if that tells me anything. He is obviously burnt. That's basically no attack investment. That's very minimally attack investment. It means he's going to be very, very bulky. However, this Hex actually has a decent shot at killing him. Well, actually, it's not going to kill him because he obviously has very little bulk, but yeah, is there any reason for me to switch out at this point? I don't think there is. I'm just going to stay in and click Hex. If he wants to EQ me again, that's fine. Maybe he expects my Lando switch though. We will just Hex, get some damage off, and go for Sword Stance. Beautiful. So we catch him expecting us to switch out there. So we get a nice Hex off, and that Gliscor is nearly dead. So that's the biggest threat out of the way early. He could obviously switch into a Scarfer. I kind of want to try and predict his switch, but I don't think I have a reason to. He is going to withdraw. I could have clicked T-Wave there, but honestly, I think I'm fine with this. Does he go Chi-Yu? He does go Chi-Yu, that's fine. Shiny Chi-Yu, no less, love it. And these are obviously out now. Yeah, I don't think I had a reason to predict there. Like because I mean, he can still obviously use Gliscor as a sack, but offensively that thing is useless now, right? So I don't really care too much. We get a little Hex off, and yeah, this is just always going to be a Diancie. I don't need to think about this play. This thing can't touch me outside of Ruination. And Blastoise is not here, so I would like to get a Spike up if I can. Maybe he pulls a Spicy Double, but we'll see. And I'd like to keep Gengar around maybe as a sack myself. It is still at half health, so potentially also still T-Wave something. And he does go for Flamethrower, beautiful. Let's see, 304 to 240. Let me quickly count that, actually. So that's 64. Let's see. Flamethrower, that's not specs or anything like it. That's actually quite a low roll. Yep, just gonna click spikes. He's gonna withdraw, probably gonna sack off Gliscor if I had to guess. He does fine with me. Yep, there's the Gliscor again. Totally good with this. Spike is gonna be here to stay, which is gonna be awesome. Don't know entirely what he's planning on doing to me. Maybe he just clicks Earthquake again. If he does, though, I'm cool with that. And let's see, do I kill him with a U-turn or if I go MIENSHAO here? Just gonna check. Because if so, I can minimize the damage that this thing does to me. So I would assume no attack investment. Yep. And U-turn should do about 10 to 12, which he should be at. Okay, so we're gonna preserve health on this and we're gonna go into our MIENSHAO. He poisons me, great play, but I'm not expecting this thing to have Toxic. I would just go MIENSHAO, minimize the damage that this thing does to us, because obviously we have Regenerate, so we can heal it off. And he does pop the Terra here. Let's see if he goes for Terra Blast. If he goes for Terra Blast, great play. I almost forgot that this thing is his Terra cannon, to be honest. But okay, he's going to Terra, beautiful. And yeah, even if he does go for Terra Blast, right, not from the end of the world. Alright, Earthquake again, that's fine. Means he doesn't X4 resist bug anymore either, which is nice. So yep, we're just gonna click U-turn, and that should be a dead Gliscor. Right, MIENSHAO gets the first kill of the season. You love to see it. So Gliscor goes down, biggest threat early immediately. I'm actually now feeling quite comfortable about this game, to be honest already. Deoxys speed and Regidrago are definitely still threats, but we also have a spike up and we take the lead immediately, which is awesome. Yeah, as far as I want to go in with here, I could go Diancie to get a little bit of leftovers. Could also go Gengar, but that kind of just invites in the Ginyu again, right? I think I'll just go Diancie, get some leftovers recovery. I'm fine with this. 6 turns gonna end, we're gonna get some more leftovers. And we'll see what he wants to come in for now. Obviously, any Pokemon that has boots, we will now be able to scout for, because that's Spike. And yeah, we're just gonna force to see what he goes in with. In comes whatever that is. That's gonna be Ogerpon Cornerstone. Alright. So Ogerpon, another very, very big threat. I can Terra Diancie, obviously, but I don't think I want to do that though. I think I am going to make the Gengar play, I think. Yep. Let's see. Close combat is actually also kind of free as well for MIENSHAO, which is cool. So yeah, we're gonna sack off Gengar, we don't need it anymore, obviously the Sash is broken, and we don't really have a switch into this thing actually. So we're gonna have him do that. And hopefully this thing doesn't catch me up hands down trying to set up on me. Goes for knockoff, cool. Alright, great play from my opponent, Gengar goes down. Do we disable knockoff? No curse body. That's okay though. So Ogerpon kills the Gengar. Yeah, we have a couple of options. This thing could have Play Rough, obviously, so I don't think I want to go Urshifu, so I think this is just a MIENSHAO. Sturdy is broken, obviously, which is amazing. So I think I will just go MIENSHAO, and close combat's kind of free, honestly. This does obviously kind of reveal to him that with Scarf. But this thing can't be Chople Berry, it can't be Scarf itself. And even if he goes to Deoxys, we get some valuable chip off from that. And the fact that Gliscor's gone mean is actually not really a switch into close combat. Again, Deoxys is the only fighting resist left, so I think we're looking okay in that regard. But we'll see what he wants to do. If the Deoxys is a bit more bulky and it's perhaps screens, that could be a really solid play. But if he's obviously saving it to be offensive, then I don't know if you want to take this close combat. But I'm already really liking the position that MIENSHAO has in this game. And the more and more chip we get on things, though, the closer we also approach that Iron Crown endgame, which we are going for, potentially. So yeah, it's a tough position for him to be in, man. Really tough position for him to be in. Gliscor going down early is huge, and again, no blasters. Alright, he does just stay in. Yeah, he didn't really have a switch in. Alright, MIENSHAO. Dude, MIENSHAO has already proven the haters wrong, man. In the power rankings and even in the Discord server, there were some people that were doubting this MIENSHAO pick. And look at it, dude. Already just cleaning house. Alright, we do now officially reveal to him that we are Scarf, so this does now invite Deoxys speed in. But I think that's okay. Let's see who comes in. Dio Destroyer. That is the Deoxys. Right, as kind of as expected, right? So pressure's going to come into effect. I don't really have a direct switch into this thing, although I could kind of just go Urshifu, see what he wants to do. I kind of like that play actually, because like Gliscor's gone. I don't really need Urshifu for myself. I'm just going to go Urshifu. We do definitely threat this thing also with a Black Glasses boosted Sucker Punch, so... Let's see, so we're gonna go with Shifu. Goes for Focus Blast. Wow, what a play. Did I just die? I just died. Urshifu does nothing. Wow, great play. Yeah, he kind of had to make that prediction, right? Is it Life Orb? It is Life Orb. Okay, that's good to know. So, Life Orb Urshifu and hits the Focus Blast. Phenomenal play, honestly. I was not expecting him to just make that read, but I guess you kind of have to, right? So yeah, maybe that was a bit ballsy on my side. Maybe I should have just gone Diancie, but again, I really don't want to lose to that Regidrago, so... Urshifu does nothing in the first game, unfortunately, but that's okay. MIENSHAO knockoff does actually kill, which is nice. And we obviously always outspeed. Is there a world in which I just click the in which I just go the Iron Crown button? There is. I could do it. I kind of forgot to take a snapshot of his team, actually, that's my bad. This is definitely what we can set Iron Crown up on those. And you know what? I think I'll do that, especially because once this thing is weakened again, we rapidly approach that, what's it called, that MIENSHAO endgame as well, because that's another very viable endgame option, right, unless this thing is Scarf. Yeah, just gonna Agility. Just gonna switch out, beautiful. See what we go into. Ginyu comes out. Fine with me. Absolutely fine with me. So we're gonna Agility up. Let's hope it's not Mirror Her randomly. That would kind of suck. Right, big Agility. Not Mirror Her, beautiful. We're gonna Terra and we're gonna Calm Mind. Should take this thing's hits really, really well. Ruination is the best thing it can do to me. And yeah, honestly, with a Calm Mind up, this we could like be set up for a nasty end game here. Right, so we're gonna proc our Terra. Thrash this into a ground type to be neutral to both the Shank Snap, because we're obviously weak to both of them. So big Terra around to come in, we're gonna go for that Calm Mind. We know it's no SparX, so it shouldn't be able to do much damage to us. So big Calm Mind. Boosting up, get that special attack raise and that special defense raise. Don't think Ginyu has anything particularly destructive, goes for Overheat. Alright. Why did I see that coming? Why did I see that coming? Dude, you can actually come. I'm pretty sure that was game right there. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm a bit too tired to like care about this like particularly badly. We can still win with MIENSHAO, so the game is not lost, but that is a potentially game-losing crit right there. Like, that is one of the worst crits I have ever been hit by. Because again, I'm pretty sure, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys, that was game right there, I'm pretty sure. Because Overheat does not kill me, and unless Zalmas into Crown was like uber specially defensive, I don't think it takes Terra Blast ground after spikes. Probably should have just gone with MIENSHAO, what am I doing? Yeah, you know, Diancie here. That really, really blows. I'll be brutally honest with you guys. Let's see, is another spike worth it? I think another spike is actually worth it, just to try and get that MIENSHAO endgame. Dude, that is one of the worst crits I've ever been in my career. But we're gonna try and stay locked in. This is the first week. I don't want to let tilt get the better of me. Again, even though that was just abysmal. There is no better way to say that. Right, he does go Ruination. Great play from him, so he's not choiced. That's good to know. Second layer of spikes goes up. Is there a world in which I go hard MIENSHAO instead of switching? Because I don't know if I want to take another Ruination, right? Because Regidrago or Earthquake could very much, you know, slowly start to kill me at this point. How much do I do with close combat to Regidrago? I do 66 to 72, assuming he's no bull. After 2 layers of spikes. Yeah, that doesn't quite kill, but Triple Axel does. I have to approach this a bit carefully. I don't think I want to risk MIENSHAO taking too much chip, so I think I actually do just Baton Pass. That goes for Ruination again, he does land it. That's okay, we still have a little bit of health left. Big Baton Pass, yeah, again, I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys, that really, really sucks. A Regidrago endgame now could also absolutely be abysmal, for sure. Right, so we're in with this thing now. I think this is just a close combat always. Deoxys cannot switch in anymore, I don't think. It might be able to take one. Yeah, the weight of the world is all the way on MIENSHAO's shoulders. Because of that crit. Because Iron Crown was my win con, right? Now, there is an argument that I could have saved it for later, but like, I did set it up perfectly. Like, that was literally the one I wanted to set up on. Like, that was game right there, pretty sure. Yeah, not gonna... We're just gonna try and figure out this MIENSHAO endgame, right? The fastest the path. Let's see. Deoxys does come in. I don't think I take this thing's hits anymore. But a U-turn should now kill, though, which is nice. How much does... Let's see. I assume life up offensive, right? Close combat will actually kill him after another switch in. I think I have to sack off Diancie, though. I don't think I can afford to go Lando, because I need that thing for Zama's into ground. Otherwise we just lose to that. I think this is a loss, actually. I think like even though we have 2 spikes up, I think his mons are too healthy. Their Psycho Boost. Right, that gets lowered. There's Life Warp again. Always go MIENSHAO here, because you could obviously have Ice Beam. Yep, not happy about this game, folks. Not happy about this game at all. I think this is just a U-turn, always. He does let it go down. Good. It's another kill for MIENSHAO. We do have Taunt at least, and we did speed creep Regidrago with Landorus, so it can't set up on me at least. That's nice. Intimidate does go to waste here, sadly. Which means that if Zamazenta has Ice Fang, we will be 2-KO'd by it, but at least we can chip it down. So Lando's gonna come in here. At least this thing is still fully healthy. But like, if he's Dragon Energy on Regidrago as well, by the way, or like just drops a Draco on me with like a Spec set or Scarf, then I think I just lose. Like, I kind of need Regidrago to be Dragon Dance to even have a shot of winning this game, which I think is the correct setting to me. I don't think you should ever bring a choice Regidrago into a team with Diancie, but... and Iron Crown. But I guess we'll see what happens, right? Is that Regidrago? That is Regidrago. Right, I think I do have to taunt this thing. Some Earth Power Chip would have also gone a long way to ensure it dies to close combat, but I mean, I don't even know if I can do that at this point. Yeah, I think this is the taunt, and again, if he Dracos me or Dragon Energies me, it's over, because close combat's not going to kill from here. Triple Axel has a chance to, but then we don't kill Zama, so... Yep, tough. It's going to be a quick match, though. Alright, we taunt. Please just tell me you're set up. Dragon Dance, okay, good. That is good, that is definitely good. Okay, so we... Does a Dragon move kill me? Yeah, Dragon Claw just kills me from full. Yeah, Dragon Claw kills me from full, assuming he's max stack Adamant, right? Oh, this is tough. I don't see a way I can win. I don't see a way I can win. There are a world in which no, because Lando doesn't even beat Zama's into 1v1. I think I have to just Earth Power once. So there's that. Dragon Claw. Ice Fang. Oh wow, that's worse. But I can take one of those with MIENSHAO. So, although he's now that I'm weakened, though, he's probably just gonna go for that. I didn't even know this thing got Ice Fang, to be completely honest with you. There's another Earth Power kill. See, what if he just clicks Dragon move here? Zamazenta, +1 close combat, does not kill after, even after 2 layers of spikes. Oh my god. Earth Power, maybe? Try and go for the kill. Nope, lives. Dragon Claw, yep. Right, I think we lose, folks, unless we get a crit ourselves. I think we lose. I don't think Zamazenta dies to a +1 close combat. That thing goes down, goes to trade. And then it's Zamazenta versus MIENSHAO. There's no way in hell that that thing doesn't one-shot me. Because obviously I'm forced to click CC, right? So yeah, there's going to be Dauntless Shield. And I'm forced to click CC, and I guess, yeah, there's nothing else we can do. Crit? Nope, no crit. No justice, unfortunately. I think I deserved it, but... Yeah, so it's going to be heavy slam, body press, whatever he's got. Body press, yep, goodbye MIENSHAO, and that's going to be game. So we lose game 1, or week 1, sorry, from a devastating crit. Gonna be brutally honest with you guys, I absolutely deserve to win that. I'm still gonna do GG's to my opponent because they had some cool sets and whatnot. But yeah, I deserve this. I got absolutely robbed. That was one of the worst hacks I've ever seen. What can you do, right? It's the game we play. At least I will say though, the only positive thing about this is I think I've played this like near perfectly. So the fact that the fact that it took such a bad crit to lose is what makes me feel good about myself for the next few games. So we're just gonna try and ride this momentum high. It's a bit sad as well because like I will tell you guys as a bit of background story. That's the first time I've ever lost my week 1 game in any league. Like all 5 seasons of VHDL that we participated in, plus the speed draft, so actually 6. I've always won my week 1 game. So this is where that streak comes to an end, and not in a good way. But yeah, that's the game we play, right? Thank you guys so much for watching this one. I do hope you enjoyed it at least. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and as always, make sure to stay tuned for the next few weeks of battles coming your way very soon. So that's going to be GG's to Zachman there. Peace out, guys.